Hello and welcome back to the Green Workbench. We are going to try incubating some eggs. We've got a rooster, we've got hens, so let's try to hatch our own chicks. We've got a Trio Cottage automatic incubator with egg candler, so it automatically turns the eggs. It has temperature gauge, and it comes with the humidity sensor as well. So we're going to try it out, follow the instructions to set it up, and we're going to start with just 7 eggs and see how it goes. It also comes with a styrofoam case to put it in to help keep the temperature a little more stable. So we will be using that as well. So I'm going to get it all set up, get my eggs in there, and then we'll see what happens over the next 21 days. All right, so you can hear it's very quiet. I've got it encased in the styrofoam. I can see the humidity sensor here. I can see the temperature gauge here, and it's heating up. I can hear the fan going. And if I shine a light in it, I could probably see whether or not the eggs have moved. So they rotate every 2 hours, so I'll need to check in 2 hours just to make sure that it properly rotated them. But otherwise, we're good to go. The instructions actually has the schedule, what to do in different periods, when you need to check them on the candler, to look inside the eggs. So everything is here in the instruction manual so far. As long as everything works the way it's advertised, this is super easy. So I will check in for the next 21 days. Okay, so it's only been a full day. Everything is working as it should. The temperature's staying consistent. They're being rotated like they should. So I'm happy. The only issue I've had is the hygrometer that is taped on with that one-sided tape keeps falling off. When it gets humid inside, hot and humid, it releases the tape. So it came with 2 pieces of tape, so I stuck it against the side like I showed you before, but then I also cut it in half and stuck pieces up against the window. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you here. So it's now stuck to the top of the window as well. So hopefully that stays on better. Okay, so it's day 5, so I'm candling the eggs. And this is actually a good one. You can see it's developing there, but unfortunately, it's cracked. So this egg has a crack in it. It's an actual visible crack, so I can't leave it in there. So this was an embryo that was actually developing well. So that's unfortunate, but oh well, I will take it out of the incubator, and we're down to 6. All right, we are on day 12, so I candled again, and it looks like of the 6 eggs we have left, because remember we lost that one to the crack, 4 of them are definitely viable. 1 I can't really tell, and the other one is a maybe. So it looks like, at least if everything still goes to plan, we should get 4. So that's good. Hopefully the other 2 that I can't really tell, it's just that I'm not seeing it, and they are still viable embryos. All right, today is day 18, 19, and so we're going to take the turner out, up the humidity, make sure that there's water in the channels, and that'll get them set to hatch in the next couple of days. But we don't want them turning when they're trying to hatch. We don't want to hurt them at all. Okay, so we took out the turner. I'm going to have to close it to get the heat back up, and then we'll open it to add water, make sure the humidity's right. Okay, we can see the eggs in there. So hopefully within the next couple of days, they will start to hatch. Hopefully they are all good. My expectations right now, based on the last time I candled them, is out of the 6 eggs, I should probably get 4 chicks. I wasn't sure on 2 of those. So this happened last night. We got our first chick. I checked last night before I went to bed, and then this morning, there she is. No movement on the other eggs yet. So chick 1 was born during the night, and then chick 2 was born late afternoon that day. So those were the only two. The third one pipped. You can see that here. So I left those first two in there. One was in for about 40 hours, the other but for about 30. And then that one that had pipped had still hadn't hatched yet. So I took those first two out, put them in the brooder, and they got to know each other. They were happy there where they could eat and drink. And then overnight, number 3 finally hatched. And then I left everything on for a couple more days, and none of the other eggs hatched. So at the end, I took the remaining 3 eggs and opened them to see what happened, and I had two fully grown chicks. So 2 of the eggs had chicks, and 1 was not a fertilized egg at all. So I don't know what happened. It may have been the humidity was too high and they drowned. It may have been temperature issue. It may have been they just weren't strong enough. I don't know, but I did have 2 more chicks that should have hatched that didn't. So that's unfortunate. But out of the 6, I got 3 chicks, should have gotten 5. So we are going to try again, this time with more eggs, probably 11 or 12, and see if we can increase our rate of birth. But my first try incubating eggs, I think it was a lot of fun. It was a success. We got 3 chicks out of 6, so 50%, which isn't great, but it was my first time and much better than going to the store and buying them. So now I know that I can incubate and have chicks whenever I need them to grow my flock. So hope you enjoyed. That was our first experience. Definitely not a how-to per se, because we were just learning, but I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something. Please subscribe, check out my other videos, and hit the notification bell. That really helps out my channel. And I'll see you next time on the Green Workbench.